Welcome to the path to Buddhist wisdom. As we welcome 2025, many of us may be reflecting on the past year and thinking about how we can grow spiritually in the year ahead. We often make New Year's resolutions, promises to ourselves about what we want to achieve. Whether it's health, success, or personal growth. But what if I told you that there's a simple, yet profoundly powerful practice you can add to your daily life in 2025 that will help you grow spiritually and emotionally? Today, I want to introduce you to a practice that isn't just for the new year, it's something you can carry with you every day, all year long. It's called silent help. In this video, I'll share with you what silent help is, why it's so important, and how it can transform not only your year but also your life. Whether you're new to Buddhism or have been walking the path for years, this practice will inspire you to deepen your compassion, develop humility, and bring true peace into your life. So, let's dive into how you can make 2025 a year of selfless service and spiritual growth. Section 1. The Power of Silent Help. Now, let me introduce you to something that may seem small, but its impact is immeasurable. It's called silent help. You might be wondering, what is silent help exactly? Silent help is the act of helping someone without them having to ask for your help. It's the kind of help that comes from the heart, without expecting anything in return. It's not about offering help because you were requested, but instead, it's about seeing a need and responding to it without waiting for the other person to ask. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the mindset of only helping when explicitly asked or when it's convenient for us. But silent help is different. It requires mindfulness, empathy, and awareness. It asks us to step outside of ourselves and be truly present for the people around us. Think about it for a moment. How often do you see someone struggling or working hard, but you don't offer help because they didn't ask for it? In many cases, this could be a missed opportunity to show kindness, compassion, and understanding. Silent help can take many forms. It could be something as simple as offering a glass of water to someone who looks tired or joining in to clean up without waiting for someone to tell you. Perhaps it's as subtle as offering a listening ear to a friend who's going through a tough time, even if they haven't spoken up. These actions, no matter how small, are a powerful reminder that we don't always have to be asked to help. Sometimes, the best help comes when we recognize the needs of others before they even ask for it. When we practice silent help, we're not only helping others, but we're also cultivating kindness, compassion, and generosity within ourselves. We're developing a mindset that sees the needs of others before our own. And this is not just about the act of helping, it's about the qualities that emerge from it. Compassion grows within us when we make the effort to help without waiting for an invitation. Generosity flourishes when we give without expectation. And kindness becomes a natural part of who we are. So, why is silent help so powerful? It's because it comes from a place of understanding. It's not just about filling a need, it's about offering something meaningful. Something that reflects our deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. When we help without being asked, we acknowledge the other person's struggle or need. And in doing so, we show that we are not separate from them. We are, in fact, deeply connected. Section 2. The Story of Sariputra and Silent Help. To truly understand the depth of silent help, let me share with you a story from the life of one of the greatest disciples of the Buddha, Arahant Sariputra. His life is an inspiration to many and offers us valuable lessons on compassion, humility, and selflessness. One morning, as Sariputra was preparing to go on his alms round, he noticed a group of junior monks cleaning the monastery grounds. These monks were diligently sweeping the paths, cleaning the halls, and tidying up the rooms. Now, Sariputra was no ordinary monk. He was the chief disciple of the Buddha and held a position of great respect and honor in the monastic community. No one would have expected him to perform such menial tasks. But Sariputra did something remarkable. Instead of simply observing or leaving the work to the junior monks, Sariputra put aside his alms bowl, took up a broom, and began sweeping alongside them. He didn't wait to be asked, and he didn't see himself as too important to help in such a humble way. He simply joined the junior monks, offering his assistance without saying a word. After a short while, he put down the broom, picked up his alms bowl, and went on his alms round as if nothing had happened. This simple act is a powerful example of silent help. No one asked Sariputra to help clean. In fact, no one would have dared to request such a thing from him, considering his revered position. Yet, he recognized the hard work the junior monks were doing and chose to join them in their task. He understood that even the smallest acts of service can have a profound impact on the community. The story of Sariputra teaches us that silent help is not just about the action, it's about the intention behind it. Sariputra's act of helping without being asked was a display of humility, compassion, and an understanding that no task is too small when it comes to helping others. He did not need recognition, and he did not seek approval. His heart was in the right place, and that's what made the act so powerful. In our own lives, we often wait for someone to ask for help. But the true essence of silent help is to anticipate the needs of others and act on them with a pure heart. Just like Sariputra, we can choose to help when others least expect it. This is the path of true selflessness, a path that leads to deeper connections with others and, ultimately, to spiritual growth. Section 3. How to practice silent help in daily life. Now that we understand the power and importance of silent help, you might be wondering how you can incorporate this practice into your own life. It's simpler than you might think. And it can be done in many different ways, both big and small. Let's start with the home. Imagine you're walking through your house, and you notice a family member cleaning, cooking, or organizing. Instead of waiting for them to ask for help, step in and offer your assistance. It could be something as simple as wiping down a counter, folding some clothes, or even taking a moment to sweep the floor. It's not about doing something grand, but about seeing a need and offering help without expecting anything in return. Maybe you're at work, and you notice a colleague who's swamped with tasks. Instead of waiting for them to ask for help, you could offer to assist with a part of their workload, even if it's just for a few minutes. Or, if you see someone struggling with something in public, like carrying heavy bags or finding their way, don't hesitate to step in and offer help. These little acts don't need to be asked for. They just need your awareness and willingness to contribute. The key to practicing silent help is being present in the moment and recognizing opportunities to help. It's about training yourself to notice when others are in need. Whether it's physical help, emotional support, or even just a kind word. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. You'll begin to see the world through the lens of compassion and awareness. Now, let's talk about the inner work involved in this practice. Silent help isn't just about what you do for others, it's about what it cultivates within you. When you help without being asked, You are fostering qualities like kindness, patience, humility, and empathy. You're training yourself to look beyond your own needs and to focus on the needs of those around you. A significant part of this practice is being mindful of your intentions. When you offer silent help, do it with a pure heart, without expecting any recognition or reward. It's easy to fall into the trap of doing something kind for the sake of getting praise. But that defeats the purpose of the practice. Silent help is about the genuine joy that comes from giving and serving others without seeking anything in return. And don't forget one crucial step after offering your silent help. Take a moment to reflect on the joy you feel from your action. Celebrate the happiness that comes from knowing you've made a difference, even if it's a small one. This moment of reflection is vital because it reinforces the positive feelings of helping, and it allows the practice to truly sink in. Section 4. The spiritual benefits of silent help. By now, you might be wondering, why is silent help so important in the context of spirituality? How does something as simple as helping others without being asked tie into our deeper spiritual growth? The answer lies in the qualities we cultivate through the practice of silent help, and the profound effect these qualities have on our spiritual journey. First, when we practice silent help, we move beyond selfishness. In the world today, it's so easy to become focused on our own desires, our own needs, and our own goals. This self-centeredness is a barrier to spiritual growth. But when we help others without waiting for a request, we shift our focus from ourselves to the well-being of others. We begin to see that our happiness is interconnected with the happiness of others. This shift is crucial for anyone on a spiritual path. It allows us to cultivate selflessness, which is a key component of compassion and loving kindness. Second, silent help strengthens our capacity for empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and it's a vital skill in any spiritual practice. When we step in to help without being asked, we are attuned to the needs of others. We are opening our hearts to their struggles, and in doing so, we become more compassionate and caring. This empathy brings us closer to the core teachings of Buddhism, where understanding the suffering of others and offering relief is at the heart of practice. Moreover, silent help nurtures patience and humility. It teaches us to serve others without needing recognition or rewards. In a world that constantly pushes us to seek validation and praise, practicing silent help reminds us that true fulfillment doesn't come from external recognition. It comes from the deep inner satisfaction of knowing that we've acted with kindness and compassion. The more we practice silent help, the more we build these qualities, which are foundational for inner peace. Finally, there's a profound sense of joy that arises from giving without expectations. It's the joy of selfless giving, a joy that doesn't rely on receiving something in return. This joy is deeply spiritual because it transcends the superficial pleasures of material success. It connects us to a deeper source of happiness that is rooted in the well-being of others. This is the joy that comes from understanding the interconnectedness of all beings. And it's the kind of joy that brings lasting peace. In this way, silent help doesn't just benefit others, it benefits us too. It leads us closer to the spiritual qualities of love, compassion, patience, and joy. It opens the heart, deepens our connection with others, and nurtures the qualities we need to grow spiritually. So, when you practice silent help, you are not only helping others, you are also nurturing your own spiritual development, bringing you one step closer to a more peaceful, compassionate, and joyful life. Section 5. incorporating silent help into your New Year's resolutions. As we begin 2025, many of us make resolutions for the year ahead, hoping to improve ourselves in various ways. But how often do we include spiritual resolutions in our list? We may set goals for our health, careers, or relationships. But what about goals for cultivating a kinder, more compassionate heart? What about resolutions to practice selflessness and service to others? This year, I invite you to make silent help a part of your New Year's resolution. Imagine if every day, in 2025, you made a conscious decision to offer help to someone without them asking. Imagine if, instead of waiting for opportunities to help, you actively looked for ways to make someone else's life a little bit easier. It could be as small as holding the door open for a stranger, offering to carry someone's groceries, or helping a colleague with a project. Or it could be something more personal, like taking a moment to check in on a friend who might be going through a tough time or offering a kind word to someone who looks down. By setting a resolution to practice silent help, you are committing not only to helping others but to becoming a more mindful, compassionate person. You are creating the intention to serve others without the need for recognition or reward. This practice will challenge you to go beyond your comfort zone and open your heart in ways you might not have considered before. It will help you move away from the me-first mentality that often dominates modern society and instead embrace a spirit of generosity, humility, and love. One of the most beautiful aspects of this practice is that it's not just about helping others, it's about cultivating joy within yourself. Imagine how fulfilling it will feel at the end of each day to know that you've made a positive impact on someone's life, even if they never knew it. The joy you experience from helping others silently will fill your heart and inspire you to continue giving. Incorporating silent help into your New Year's resolutions doesn't require huge, grand gestures. You don't have to change the world overnight. What's important is the consistency and the intention behind your actions. Even small, quiet acts of kindness add up over time and can create a ripple effect of positivity that spreads to those around you. As you move through this year, remember that silent help is a practice that grows with time. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. You'll begin to notice opportunities to help everywhere you go. And each time you help without being asked, you'll strengthen the spiritual qualities within yourself that are essential for living a peaceful and compassionate life. Section 6. Conclusion: the lasting impact of silent help. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want to remind you that silent help is not just a simple act, it is a transformative practice. By choosing to help others without waiting for them to ask, we embody the true spirit of compassion and selflessness. It's a practice that can change our lives and, by extension, change the lives of those around us. Over time, you will begin to notice how silent help affects not only others but also yourself. It cultivates inner peace and joy, strengthens your spiritual practice, and deepens your connections with others. The more you offer silent help, the more you'll find that the qualities of kindness, empathy, and generosity become natural aspects of who you are. It is not just about the actions you perform, but the mindset you cultivate. When you commit to helping others without waiting to be asked, you align yourself with a deeper sense of purpose, one that transcends the ego and embraces the interconnectedness of all beings. You realize that by serving others, you are ultimately serving yourself. Because in helping others, we find our own peace and happiness. Incorporating silent help into your daily life doesn't require perfection. You may not always notice opportunities or feel that you've helped in the best way. But what matters is your intention. The more you practice, the more your heart will open, and the more natural this way of being will become. So, as we move into 2025, I invite you to make silent help a cornerstone of your New Year's resolution. Let this year be one where you prioritize spiritual growth, compassion, and mindfulness. Let your actions reflect the love and care you wish to see in the world. By committing to silent help, you are taking a simple yet powerful step toward becoming the best version of yourself. Call to action. Before we end today's video, I want to invite you to join the growing community here on the path to Buddhist wisdom. If you found this message helpful and inspiring, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll be able to receive more spiritual insights and wisdom that can guide you on your path to greater peace, compassion, and self-understanding. Your support means the world to me, and together, we can spread the teachings of Buddhism to more people. Remember, we are all on this path together. May you be happy, healthy, and at peace. Namaste.